Welcome, everybody. Today's practice will be about creating freedom in your body and a sense of stability and grounding, something that we can take with us off of our mat and into our world every day. So we want to start off in a comfortable seated position, your hands facing the ceiling or sky. In the beginning, make any adjustments you have to make to come into the most comfortable seated position as possible. We want to sit up tall without becoming rigid in our body. Let your eyes close or gaze soft out in front. Notice how your body feels today. What are your muscles telling you? What are your bones saying? What does your heart whisper? Let's bring our right hand to our belly, our left hand to our heart. Transition from our physical presence to the quality of our breathing. Where can you feel your breath the most? Can you follow it from the beginning to the middle to the end? What's the depth of your breath like? The duration? If you were to give your breath a shape, what shape would it be? And take whatever time you need to create breath that reflects the mindset you want. Calm, steady mind, calm, steady breath. When you have a decent rhythm on your breath, release your hands back down onto your knees. And when you're ready, let's set an intention for our practice. Your intention does not have a shape, but it does send you in a very purposeful direction. Let it be simple and let it come from your heart. What do you need from this practice? We draw it in and we send it out with an exhalation. So we're going to continue to strengthen our lungs with your fingertips back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath in. Just to the point where you feel slightly uncomfortable, not past that. And when you need to breathe, exhale, reach forward. Hold your breath out. When you need to take that breath in, again, fingertips back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open the heart. Hold your breath in. And release the hands forward, empty your lungs completely, and hold your breath out. You can take as many rounds as you need, creating space in the heart, letting go of any stones or pebbles that feel heavy there. And allow your full exhalations to trigger a relaxation response in your body. If you want to build on these, bring your palms flat, lift your hips up, take a deep breath in, and hold that breath in. Exhale, reach it forward, holding your breath out. And if you were in a group class, these would look different from the person next to you. Everyone has different tolerance for holding their breath in and holding your breath out. So don't feel like it has to look like anything other than what feels best for you. Peeling open the hips and the hip flexors, creating space around the femoral nerve that runs down the front of the hips. Slowly roll up. Stack one vertebrae at a time, rebuilding your spine. Arms in goddess position, goalpost position, and we release them down. Send your legs straight out. Let's get acquainted with our hamstrings. Sweep your arms up on a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And your back may be slightly rounded here. You can hold on to your legs, your toes, your ankles, wherever your reach takes you without forcing anything. Try to press the back of your knees down. Chin to chest, shoulders down, slight bend to the elbows. Just allowing yourself to retreat back into a quiet state. You can recalibrate here. You can reset your compass. We'll have a round 2 with your arms reaching up, forward fold. Perhaps grab a little further. And it doesn't have to be noticeable to anyone else but you. Your body will feel it. Or go exactly where you were on that first round. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. Soften the shoulders. Smooth out your forehead. Relax your jaw and your temples. Come on out of it. Reverse plank, lifting your hips up, point your toes. And of course, if reverse plank feels a little too stressful, come into reverse tabletop, bend the knees above the ankles. Bring it down when you're ready. We'll come into tabletop. Take a little time, move in any way that feels good. Your body will tell you. It's so important to listen to your body's feedback. So when you're in tabletop, what is your body telling you? How does it want to move? How does your spine need to move? Take whatever time you need. Neutral spine position when you're ready. Send the right leg straight back, left arm straight out. And we come into our first balancing posture. Your gaze is straight down, looking at your mat. If you want to take it a little further, bend your right knee, scoop up your right foot with your left hand. Press your foot into your hand and allow your left shoulder to disappear. Coming out of it, extend, and drop into child's pose. Here we just notice the difference between the two sides, the energy flowing into those extended arms and legs, and maybe the other side feels a little locked up. Notice temperature, any difference. We'll make our way back into tabletop. You want your shoulder above your wrist. You want your hip above your knee. Send the opposite leg out and your opposite arm forward. Nice straight line. You can hang right here, feeling that balance. Your body always adjusting to stay centered. So it's gonna move around, it's gonna wobble around a little bit. If you want to take it a little further, bend the left knee, scoop up your left foot with your right hand. Don't sink into your mid-back, that's a big no-no. You want a neutral spine position as much as possible. Keep your hand really relaxed. And deep breaths into the heart space. Reach, extend, get as long as you can. And sink back into child's pose. This is such a nourishing posture if you want to rock from side to side, massaging your hips a little bit. Send the right leg out again, circle your foot. Drop down onto your left forearm. Your left arm is parallel with the top of the mat, and let's circle the right leg. Big hip openers here. And they don't have to be fast circles, but I do want them to be large circles. Shoulders pull back. And here we just did 3 in one direction, 3 in the other. Step the right foot forward, coming into a nice, deep, low lunge, whatever your body can tolerate safely and comfortably. Twist to the right, reach your right arm up. Big circles with that right arm. And again, 3 in one direction maybe, and 3 in the other. Creating lots of mobility in your shoulder joint, such a large joint. We want to keep it safe and healthy and strong. So we're going to sink our hips back, straighten out the right leg, flex your right foot, deep breath in, exhale, fold nose towards your right knee. Try to balance a little bit so you're not relying on your fingers to hold you up. You are engaging your core. We're We're going to drop the right knee back, come into hero's pose, flat back, kneeling position, arms nice and straight. Again, pausing and noticing the difference on the two sides. So we'll take it to the other side, tabletop, send the left leg out, circle your left foot, unlock that ankle. On a breath in. Exhale, drop down onto the right forearm, big circles with that left leg, slow circles, squeezing and soaking the cartilage in your hip, getting some good blood flow in the body. And moving around some stagnant energy, especially if you sit a lot during your day. Let's come into low lunge, left foot forward. Twist to the left, reach your left arm up, big circles in one direction. And big circles in the other direction. Sink it back. Straighten out the left leg, flex your foot, inhale, and exhale, passive back position. You can open your mouth a little bit, just to ensure you're not clenching your teeth. We're going to sink it forward again. Curl the right toes under, lift off, walk your hands to the right, turn the toes forward and come into a nice deep forward fold. Now some of you may be able to touch your head down. You don't have to. Bring your feet nice and wide and feel the weight in all four corners of your feet. Really let your head hang here, your elbows bent. Inhale. Reach the right arm up. Your left hand is right below your left shoulder as you come into this twist. Now twists are so nice for the body. Detoxifying for the body. Right hand comes down, inhale the left arm up. You can add a little balance component by looking up at that extended hand. Bring that hand down, hands to the hips. Lift on up. Imagine you have pockets. Pressing your hands into the back pockets, opening up the hips, opening up the heart. Let's reach the arms out to the side. Turn your right toes towards the back of the mat, coming into Warrior Two. Deep breaths in and out, strengthening the legs. Don't grip your toes. Inhale, 5-point star. Turn the left toes towards the front of the mat, Warrior Two. Inhale, 5-point star. Back to the back of the mat, coming into triangle pose. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. You can look down. You can choose to look up. Just depends on how your neck feels. You can also use a block, placing your right hand on a block if it's hard to reach the ground. So try to take 5 breaths in each of these postures, standing. Let's bring it to the other side. Right hip presses out. Left hand reaches in. When you can't go any further, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. 5 breaths. Bring it back to center. And we head to the back of the mat. Revolved triangle. Turn the torso. Extend the left arm up, right hand to the right hip. And as you take your forward fold, your left hand lands on the outside of your right foot. Reach your right arm up. Try to keep both legs as straight as possible without locking your knees. Another detoxifying twist. Good for the digestive tract, good for the spine. And let's open back up. Take it to the other side. Rotate completely. Right arm reaches up. Big breath in. Get nice and long in the body. Exhale. Revolved triangle. Right hand on the outside of the left foot. Let's extend the left arm up. Deep breaths in. Full breaths out. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Extend those arms and step to the top of the mat. Let's pause here. Feel the results of those forward folds and those extensions. So you want your feet to be hip-width apart, coming into some Hara breathing. Perfect way to get some quick energy. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands come back. And it's a quick burst of breath. So inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth, sweep the hands back. Float the arms down. Bring your right hand to your belly, your left hand to your heart. Track your breath. And feel that energy. So if you're ever in need of some real fast energy, Hara breath, or a little bit of fire, a little bit of heat. So spread your toes really wide on that left foot. We're going to come into Vrikshasana tree pose. Couple spots to place your foot. You can have your foot on your inner thigh, your calf muscle. Please don't put it on your knee. Sweep the arms up and give your tree some branches. Your right knee is pressing back. And let's bring a little breeze into our forest. Trees move in the forest because they are alive. So here we play around with our center of gravity, strengthening our stability. Hands to heart, foot lands, feel the difference in the two sides. I love coming into tree pose when I'm feeling pulled in lots of different directions. Quick tree pose, very grounding. So you can place your foot in any particular place that feels challenging but sustainable. Reach those arms up, give yourself some branches, and don't forget your drishti, your eyes on a fixed point, your peripheral vision nice and wide. We bring the breeze back into our forest. And it's okay if you step down. This is where we practice stability, concentration. So when we need it off of our mat, the skill is there. And just observe what arises, what comes up for you. So we are at the top of the mat. Sweep your arms up, deep breath in, slight arch back. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head hang. Straighten out your legs as much as possible. Shake the head out a little bit, yes and no. Let's grab onto opposite elbows or forearms. Allow yourself to sway from side to side in ragdoll. Hands land. Take a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, step back, lower your knees, and let's lower all the way down with your elbows stitched to the side body. Inhale, open the heart. Shoulders not to the ears, pull the shoulders back, elbows in, exhale, down, lifting back up, inhale, and exhale, down dog. Drive your heels down. Step your right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Your back foot is flat on an angle. Deep breath in. Finding stability, stepping forward, sending your left leg back. Nice, strong, stable right leg. Your arms can fly back or your hands come to the heart. Stepping the left foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, make some room for that breath. Forward fold, step or jump back. Lower down again. This one's a plank into an upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's step the left foot forward, coming into warrior one. Your right foot flat on an angle, and you're pressing into the pinky edge of that right foot. Step it forward, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. A little harder, keeping your arms out in front. I like to keep my hands either back or my hands together to my heart. Let's step that foot back in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, step it back. Knees down. Lower down, cobra. Exhale, cross the feet, come on into a seated position. So make sure you have some room behind you. So we don't always want to come into postures that are really easy. When things are easy, our minds tend to wander a lot more. So coming into Navasana here, either with your legs straight or your knees bent, this is a posture that demands full attention. And when it demands our full attention, our minds can't wander. And then we can practice sustained attention. Feet together, hinge forward, bound angle. So during your own practice, you can stay in Navasana or boat pose for as long as you need. You can stay in bound angle for as long as you need. You just listen to your body. Let your belly relax into the space between your heels and your inner thigh. And come up whenever you're ready. So lots of room behind us. Soles of the feet come together. We're going to roll down. You want your right hand to your belly, your left hand to your heart. But you're not holding your arms up. Your elbows are touching the ground. And just allow your knees to spill towards the ground, surrendering to gravity. Your chin is tucked in towards your chest. And you feel the ground cradling the back of your head. If this feels too intense on your hips, you can send your legs forward a little bit, straightening them out a little bit more. Or if you're not feeling it enough, you can bring your heels a little closer. Noticing your physical presence. Coming into wind relief pose, let's draw the right knee in and circle it out. This is a very healing posture, I find, for the intestinal tract, gas, bloating, constipation, just a nice circular motion or a hold with that right leg in towards your right low belly, your ascending colon. Keep your right foot flexed. And we're going to come into a detoxifying twist once again. Your right arm extends out, your right knee comes across, guided by that left hand. You don't want to go too far. Listen to your back. If you have any injuries, anything in the back, just be mindful of your limitations. And you want that breath to wind around from the belly to the rib cage to the low back and the mid back. Inhale as you come out of it. Let's send the right leg up. Climb up your own right leg, and at the very top, circle, flex, point your right foot. And let's release that leg down. What's different in the two legs? Temperature, length, sensation. Let's pull the left knee in. Shoulders down. Hands soft. Start to circle your left leg. Slow circles, giving your descending colon a gentle massage. Coming into a twist, using your right hand to guide your left knee all the way across, your left arm opens out to the side. And again, 5 breaths, give or take. Coming out of it, send your left leg straight up, climb up your legs, circle, flex, point that left foot. Deep breath in. Exhale, your left leg all the way down. Straighten your arms out. Let your feet fall open. Now notice as you lie down if you have a big gap underneath your low back. And if that's the case, draw your feet in. Scoop your tailbone under, and I want you to squeeze your glutes as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, release the glutes. Again, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. One more time. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Straighten out the legs and try to slide one of your hands underneath the low back again. And most likely your low back has come down a little bit, softening the hamstrings, your low back. We come into our final posture, Shavasana. Shavasana translates into corpse pose, demanding ultimate stillness. That's what makes this posture so challenging. We have a very hard time being still, not just in our body, but in our mind. What thought is highlighted? Is it the voice of your inner critic or your inner coach? Are they thoughts that have served their purpose and can be released? Or is there still something to learn? And if that's the case, you acknowledge the thought and you come back to it a little later. Scan your body, noticing areas that feel warm and calm. Notice areas that have no real sensation at all. And how does it feel to feel nothing? Let your body dissolve into the earth, taking what you need and leaving what you don't. And at your own pace, invite movement back in. Now, depending on the time that you have available daily, you can come into Shavasana for a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, just enough time, again, to recalibrate. Get yourself back in the driver's seat where you belong. Let's make our way back up, seated position. One last quick scan. Now our hands are facing down, enjoying the energy that we've created. Your body, your breathing, your mind. What has shifted for you? With your hands together, 3 ways we bring our practice from our mat out into our world where we need it the most. Think good thoughts, speak kind words, and do good things. Namaste.